The media was talking bad about me, but very bad, saying I'm arrogant, just like everywhere else. I am unpolished diamond. I don't belong here. I'm only an individual. I talk too much. All of this, I had to go through Malmö. I was not accepted like everybody else. Why? Because I was Ibrahimovic. I was not Andersson. I was not Svensson. All this typical Swedish name. I was foreigner. I had an incident in the training. I get a tackle and I hit the guy, bam, because I was angry. His father was a police officer. He signed a letter to the club demanding that the club should kick me out. And he gave this paper to all the players in the team. I didn't know nothing. And he said, sign this, that you agree that Zlatan should be kicked out. And I was in Primavera, juniors. Can you imagine when it came out, how I was feeling? I was feeling totally like I was not fitting in with them, like the black sheep. They didn't accept my attitude. They didn't accept me like a person. They didn't make me feel welcome. I was different. I was face different. I was not the blonde guy. I was not the white skin like Swedish.
You suffer of that?
I suffer in a way that it was not easy for me like the other ones. I felt I needed to do 10 times more to be seen by everybody.
In the beginning was like, he's a good football player, but he's not able to score goals, so he's useless. We don't need him. The talks was like that. And it's not true, but it's not the whole story, because of course where I came from, when we were playing, it was about like playing beautiful, best skills, put between the legs, make a fool of your opponent, because where I came from, the neighborhood was rough and it was all about doing those things. Who was number one in that? And it was not about scoring goals and score a lot of goals. It was like who had the best skills, technique. And I brought that with me wherever I came. And a certain point came like, listen, this is high level, you need to perform. You're a striker, you need to give us goals. If you don't give us goals, I don't need you as a striker. Beautiful game, yes, but I need goals, I need results. And that changed when I came to Juventus, I think, because in Ajax was playing beautiful, scoring goals, I had the pressure, but where it was all about goals was in Italy.
For Capello?
With Capello. Capello every day, he had assistant, Italo, a little bit older guy, and everything was new for me. I mean, Juventus was like, wow, big club, big players, big coach, big history, Italian football, Serie A. Wow, that was when Serie A was on the top. And I was like, only to come here is something huge for me, something amazing. And now to stay here, I need to work hard. But I felt I'm there because of a reason. I'm here because I'm good. I'm not here because I had luck or somebody gave me a wild card. No, because of hard work. And from the first day I went off the training pitch, I was on my way and I hear Capello scream, I need goals from you. And that is what you will give me, Capello said. And at the end became like a machine. In front of the goal, goals. In front of the goal, score a goal. You get opportunity, score a goal. And especially in Italy, because in Italy as a striker, I think is the most difficult position because they're so tactically good. And at that time, the football, you had all these world-class defenders. I remember a game I played against Maldini, Nesta. You don't get a chance. Maybe you get a half chance. And when you pass them, behind them was Dida. So it's not like you need to pass the defenders. Then you have a world-class goalkeeper. But I had the luck that I had Buffon as a training partner. And in front of the defense, in front of him was Thuram, Cannavaro. You don't go past them feeling good. You go past them and you will have pain everywhere. And then you need to have the strength to put it in the goal, but then you have Buffon to pass. So I had a good environment to train that skill to score goal, and I was lucky. And at the end, I mean, the goals will come as long as you train. I had the hardest coaches in the world. I had Fabio Capello. That was a machine. That was all about discipline and respect. And I didn't have a single problem because when we had it, we resolved it. I had Mourinho. Mourinho is known. Everybody knows that he is for discipline and respect. And that is on a high level discipline. That he don't accept nothing. And I didn't have even one problem. With Guardiola, with whatever happened, as a coach, he was fantastic. As a person, I have no comments about that. That is something else. And then I had Mourinho.
You don't like him as a person?
He's not a man. There's nothing more to say.
What is your opinion on Jose Mourinho coming into Manchester United?
I think it's a great move. You want action, you bring Mourinho.
Is he the man to bring them back the title?
I believe he's the man to bring them back to the top, yes. Wherever he went, he won. He knows what he's doing. So if you want to win, you bring Mourinho.
How tempting is it to work with Jose Mourinho again?
I had a fantastic time with him when I was working with him, so...
Zlatan, why is Mourinho so special?
Why Mourinho is so special? Because, first of all, he's a winner. He has this winner mentality. He does everything to win. He knows the game. He reads the game well. He manipulates, not the game, but the minds of his own players. And I remember when he came first time in Inter, he made everybody give 200%. But not for the team, not for the club, for him. And that for me makes him very special. Because when he came out, let's say in the big stage, was something different. Was not that classical coach. I remember I had Capello. Capello was hard, was disciplined, was respect. Mourinho brought that, but at the same time he brought something else, the character. He had different character. He had this way of expressing himself. He was confident. He was not arrogant, because people say arrogance. I have the same thing. People say I'm arrogant, but I don't call it arrogant. I call it confident.
My big idol passed a couple of days ago. It was Muhammad Ali. For me, he was a big inspiration. He was my idol. This was one of my dreams to meet him, but it will not happen. But what he did for in the ring, outside ring, nobody will reach halfway of what he did. He put it color not for one country, put it color for the whole world and what he stood for. So he's a big inspiration to take after.
Lionel Messi, you played with him. Does he still impress you, what he does week in, week out?
I think Messi is one of a kind. What he's doing, I don't know if we will see another player do the things that he does, because he has his way of playing, the style, and to become that player, I don't think it's possible. That's why I say it's one of a kind. I had the luck that I saw him every day, and I saw what he was doing every day. So, I mean, I said it before, it's like playing PlayStation. You give the ball to the guy and you start to go through every player. And that's who Messi is. And I think we should be appreciating, especially Argentina should appreciate that they have a player like that, and they should enjoy him while he's playing, because it's a beautiful game.
Could he do what you're doing now in the Premier League, do you think?
I think it's two different players in the way of styles, in the way of playing, and I'm the one that went around and conquered different countries. He's the one who stayed in one place for many years, and he has done it amazing. And I took the challenge to travel around and to conquer every place I came to. So if he can do it there, he can do it everywhere, because he's that kind of player that he loves football. He loves it he loves the game so much that he would not have any problems to demonstrate or to perform like he's doing in Barcelona worldwide.
Who is the one player that you idolized watching growing up?
Where I came from, we were watching a lot Ronaldo, the phenomenal, the Brazilian. For me, he was not playing football, he was football. So what he did, everybody tried to copy.
I couldn't agree more.
When he did a move, anybody could do that move, but when he did it, was like, what happened? People went home to watch the game just because of him, because they wanted to see him do something normal that became wow, or something crazy that became even more wow. So when he did the overstep and went, when he did we call it the snake, outside inside, it looked amazing. And we would go out on the garden and we would try the same thing. And that's why, for me, he was the perfect player. I played with Ronaldinho, I played against Neymar, and I think it's two fantastic players. I think Ronaldinho did more for the football, and yet Neymar is a young player, so he has many years to go. But I think it's two players that everybody enjoy watching on TV or live when they're playing, and very creative, and they have this magic when anything can happen in any moment. But I feel Ronaldinho more concrete. He's a victim of all these kicks, all these tackles, but maybe sometimes lay too much on the ground, stand up like Messi. Messi gets a lot of kicks, but he goes up immediately and he challenges you again. You kick him, he challenges you even more.
Were you surprised when Neymar left Barcelona for Paris Saint-Germain?
No, because I think he wants to be number one. And in Barcelona, as myself, when I was there, you cannot be number one if Messi is there, because it's all about Messi in Barcelona. The whole game is organized for Messi, which is normal because he resolves the games. He makes the difference, and why should they change it? Because they have been successful, and he's the symbol of Barcelona.
What kind of player is Wayne Rooney?
I think he's the perfect partner for a striker. So as myself, as a striker, I would like to play with a player like Wayne Rooney, because I always said he's the perfect partner because he's not ego, he's a team player. He runs a lot, he fights a lot, he sacrifices a lot, he scores goals, he makes beautiful assists. He's the complete partner, so I didn't have the luck to play with him, and he would be the, ideal partner for a striker. So whoever played with Rooney, he has to be very happy and lucky, because for sure he made them much better than what they were.
I mean, I played with great champions. I played with players that already was wow. I played with players that I saw was a talent, became wow. But the one I felt that could do it longer was, and he didn't do it, was Adriano, when I was in Inter. That for me was, when I came to Inter, the first thing I said to the president, I demand him to stay because he's the player I want to play with. Because the way he was an animal. He could shoot from every angle. Nobody could tackle him. Nobody could take the ball. He was a pure animal. But it lasted for a short time.
Why do you think?
I don't know. Like I said, 50% of everything you do is the mental part. If you don't have it in your head, it's difficult. So in his case, I enjoyed playing with him. I saw him. I was happy that I played with him, against him. So it's a shame that it lasted so short time only.